Hey guys, how's it going? Hey Mr. T and hey Carl. How is everybody doing on this lovely Saturday? Excuse me. Sorry I'm a little bit late. It took me a little bit longer to get set up than I anticipated, and then I had to eat the delicious breakfast that my wife made because it was yum. It is a day. You're very right about that. It is a day. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to be working today on region modding my GameCube because the next game after Majora's Mask is the Oracle games, which are Game Boy Color, and I have no way to stream that right now because I need to stream it through the Game Boy player on the GameCube, which the Game Boy player I had was the one that my brother had given me when he stupidly got rid of his GameCube. To which he then much later said, I wish that I could play my Game Boy games on the TV. So I gave it back to him. But I had a spare actual player part, but I don't have a spare disc, so I had to get a Japanese disc because they are way cheaper, which means I can't use it right now, so I need to do a region mod. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. And then hopefully after that we're gonna be working on my digital GameCube controller because I hate playing Game Boy games on the GameCube with a GameCube controller. So I'm emulating the Hori digital pad. I'm making my own. And there's not going to be any music going today, guys, which might actually drive me more nuts than you guys, but I forgot to set the stream up properly to have it so it doesn't record the music. And I like to upload these videos on YouTube, and I would get, well, not even demonetized. It would just play silence the whole thing if it has all the music playing. And I don't want to stop the stream to reset it up correctly. So we're going to be going sans music today. I apologize. But yeah. I have a working GameCube, and I have a half-working GameCube. It doesn't want to read discs. I can get it to read discs every once in a while, but not all the time. I think it just needs a new disk drive, but I have two. So, okay, so we're going to go ahead and go over here. I'm going to show you first to show that, yes, I have a Japanese disc. So I'm going to point this at the TV. I'm going to turn on the TV and then turn on my GameCube that happens to have the Japanese disc in it right now. If I can reach the power button. Trying to read the disc, and right there it says this disc cannot be read. Please read the Nintendo GameCube instruction booklet for more information. So I'm going to turn that back off because I need the GameCube, obviously. Turn this back this way. Oop, oop. Up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, proof that I have a Japanese disc. Of course, I guess I could have just shown you the disc with all the Japanese on it, but you know, whatever. Let me grab the GameCube real quick. Of course, I have all the cables zip tied back there, which I forgot about. Ugh, one moment, guys. I almost was ready. Almost. Right. My GameCube. It's a little dusty. First of all, I don't need the memory cards in it right now. There is my Japanese disc, so you can see that, yes, it's definitely Japanese. That can go back in its case so it doesn't get damaged. Region modding a GameCube is actually extremely simple. You just need to solder on 2 wires to a switch, and that's it. So, yeah. Do I actually have these screwed in? I do! Look at me actually doing it how it's supposed to be done. Come on. come out. It'll be more centered once I actually get this thing off. It's a little bit big. I can't have it that close to the camera because the camera's really low down so that you guys can see what I'm doing once I'm actually doing something important. All right. Go ahead and pop that off. There we go. And I can go over here. I know, right? Flatheads are horrible. Okay, so now we need to get into the GameCube. There are 4 game bit screws. I don't even know if mine's going to be long enough to get in there now that I think about it. Does this fit down there? Okay, we won't have an issue. If you don't know what a game bit screw is, if it'll actually focus on, where's the camera? That is a game bit screw. There's 2 different sizes that Nintendo uses. This is the one for consoles, and then there's a smaller one that they use on their older cartridges. It's not going to focus on that. It's too small. But yeah, so we need to get in there and get those out. So it's an N64. Hey, N64s are cool. I have like 3 of those that work. 2 of them are reserved for me making my N64 portable, just in case I mess one of them up. If I don't, then I would end up selling the other one. Flatheads are indeed the worst. Anything but a flathead. Give you better grip on the screw. Nice shot of my hand right there. But yes, if you ever want to do anything to any of the Nintendo consoles and portables, you're gonna need game bit screw thing. Nice. I also have a PS2 Slim. Of course, I have like all the consoles, so there we go. That should be good enough to shake those out. That's all 4 of them. We're just gonna pop them over here so they don't get lost. And I think that's what, yeah, that's all that holds that onto place. So there you go. There's the inside of the GameCube. It's quite easy to get into. And then, okay, you are screwed down. Are you screwed down? I know something else has a tendency to just fall off. There we go. That can come off. We, of course, need to get to the motherboard. Which, are you screwed on? Yes, you are screwed on. Okay, cool. So, there are a lot of screws. A lot of them. These ones are just Phillips. So, where is my Phillips? Come out. Thank you. Are you the right size? Will you work? Yes, you will work. Alright, I have a lot of screws to take out. It's like this mod takes no time to do once you're inside. It's the disassembling and reassembling it that takes a very, very long time to do. It was built to be thrown around. Yeah, most of Nintendo's, especially their older consoles, are quite sturdy little machines. I mean, after all, there's like an original Game Boy in a museum somewhere that was, if I remember correctly, it was over in the war and it got bombed. So the outside's completely destroyed, but it still runs. And so they have it like showing that it still runs. It has Tetris just plugged in, running the demo all the time. Like, you can't actually use the buttons or anything, but it looks horrible, but the screen still works and it still functions. And I'm just like, how? How does that work? I know, right? Why so many? Because they really don't want people getting into it. I think, like, I honestly think that's what it is. They hope that if people open it up and look, they're like, nah, it's too much trouble. Forget it. I ain't interested. But then there's people like me who's like, I'm gonna do it anyway. Come on. Come here. Thank you. On to the next set. This is all just the grounding shield. The RF shield, or whatever you want to call it. Use security torque screws. But then there's still people like me who have that. So it still does no good. I mean, that's the same with the game bit screws. That's why Nintendo used to use them. They also use tri-wing, but that's a lot more common. But the game bit, but yeah, people just started making bits for it and people bought them. So there's also, if you absolutely don't have a game bit, there is a sneaky way to get them out by taking like an old Bic pen and melting the top and letting it adhere to it. You can often get them out that way. It's not really the best way because, you know, you shouldn't really be inhaling the fumes of melting plastic and all of that. I need to move that to get that screw out, so I need to unscrew that. But right now I have a really big bit, so let's get this one out. Come here. Come here. Thank you. Trusty tweezers. Very handy for doing this stuff. Okay, where else do we have screws? Is anything loose yet? Can we pick up anything? This comes out, so that means I don't need to disassemble that. There's more screws! Get this one from over here. And if anybody ever wondered if you ever needed to change the battery in inside your GameCube for its internal clock, it's right there. You just need to take the top off to be able to get to it. But again, you need the game bit screwdriver for that. Oh, Nintendo, you cheekies. Because you can't get to that either. The front panel doesn't come off for you to get to it. That's kind of rude. A lot of like the Saturn and stuff, it has a separate door so you can get to the battery and change it. Come on, there we go. Ugh. Come on. You can do it. Thank you. Well, I mean, they do last a long time, but people like to have consoles much longer than they intended it to be for, so it will need to be changed eventually. I know that the Saturn I bought, the battery was dead on, but it also might drain it faster than the GameCube does. Who knows? Ah, coffee. All right, let's see. Will anything move? Nope. What have we got? Are there some screws down there? There are some screws down there. This is where having a magnetic screwdriver would be very handy. I do not have a magnetic screwdriver. At least I don't think. Are you magnetic? Maybe. Did stick in place. Okay. Some littler screws down here. The disk drive on the GameCube is ridiculously thick, and this is why pretty much anybody who makes a GameCube portable removes the disk drive and has it run off of CD images instead, because it makes the portable extremely thick. You'd think with the discs themselves being so small that it would actually work out quite well to make a portable that runs the discs. No, because this thing's huge. It is huge. There are some people who modify it to read a standard disk drive, but most people just have it read the CD images. I have yet to ever make any attempt on any... Okay, where is it holding it down still? I don't want to just force it up. I might actually have to look. Ah, I see. It's taking off just the top part. Okay. So I need to get these screws out. And I need you to come off. Oh, there we go. Like, I need this to come off. There we go. That'll do it. Those are some long screws. Put them in a different corner so I remember what's what. All right. I need to remember to put those two pieces back. Right. Now, will it come up? Or screw anywhere else? Oh, there we go. It was just stuck. Sure, there's going... Nope, there's not. Oh, I see. It plugs in through like a ZIF drive or whatever that's called, or I don't know. So it doesn't actually have ribbon cables, but that's the entire disk drive. Look how thick that thing is. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, that can go to the side. Right. It's dusty. I'm pretty sure it's on the top side that I have to do this. So I need to take off the heatsink. I'm pretty sure it's right next to the main chip. No, actually. I don't. I haven't used speakers on my computers in a very, very, very long time. Just use the my headset, or the built-in... One of my monitors is a TV, so it has really good speakers in it. Come on. Oof, that one was stuck. More. Ah, there we go. Come on. Thank you. Right. What else are you sticking on? Oh yeah, totally. I actually need a really good magnet, but the handy tip whenever you're disassembling stuff like this, if you think you have all the screws out, don't just yank at it, because there's a good chance there's something hiding somewhere, and you might very well break something. I don't see any other screws. Of course, sometimes it just might be, you know, old and stuck in place. Like, I think that's what's happening now. I think. Because it did come up a little bit over here. I don't want to kill my GameCube. I would be very sad. Come on. You're coming up. You know what would be a lot easier? If I moved that. There we go. There we go. That's why, because it has a whole bunch of ports and stuff. But yeah, no, I need to get under the, I need to get under this. I might actually have to look about how this is supposed to be done in a little more detail. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure it's up under this right next to the chip. Go back down. Plug back in. I don't need you. And I know you can take it off because people take it off whenever they turn it into a portable because it's in the way. Yeah, it does have some paste. Which I do have more paste. I can replace it if needs be. But 1 second, let me region. It's like I had glanced over the mod, but I didn't actually read it. Maybe I should have read it. GameCube. But again, I just don't want to yank at it, even if that is all it is. I just want to make sure I'm not missing something because I don't want to destroy my GameCube. Let's see. Where is the step-by-step guide I had glanced at? Okay, I've done all that. I've done that. I've done that. Why are you unscrewing that though? Whatever. Down. I've already got to that part. I'm already there. Remove the 6 screws on the heat sink. Gently lift the motherboard from the base. Okay, I already did that. But I put it back, of course. Oh, it is on the bottom. I was looking at the picture incorrect. Part of that might be because this is not the same GameCube that this guide has. Okay. I can figure this out. I can do this. I need to, just a second. Move you back. Move you back. Put you over there. Right. No, you are supposed to take it off. It is under here. Still not reading things correctly. They are situated to the right of where the heat sink's back middle screw was. But it doesn't say how to take it off. You're just supposed to pry it off, I guess. Which is a lot easier said than done. I just need under you. Am I missing something? Gently lift the motherboard from the base. Did that. Carefully disconnect the ribbon cable. Did that. And then it just says underneath the heatsink. I don't want to use a flathead screwdriver. That'll scrape the traces and stuff and damage it. Maybe if I do it around the grounding, it won't matter. Okay, guys. Actually, from this side, it feels looser. Ah, there we go. I don't think all it was supposed to stay on this side. It was supposed to stay on the chips. Lol. That's funny. Okay. I have very, 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 very tiny things that I need to solder to, so this is going to be a lot of fun. And by fun, I mean fun. I need to find R5. I can't even see. It's so small. They said it's right next to, let's see, if it's in this orientation, the picture, it shows it over here. I see them. I see them. Don't know if I'll be able to point them out or not. It would help if this would focus. We're over here. Do you see these two on the top, those two very tiny solder spots? That's where I'm soldering 2 wires to. That right there is what will kick it into Japanese mode. There's a resistor right here that makes it American. So that is where I'm soldering to. Yeah, this is gonna be fun, guys. It's gonna be, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. I just need to make sure that I don't bridge them. That's all. Okay, so first we're gonna get some solder down. Tin them up a little bit. Clean off my soldering iron. Come on, get off. Get off. How's my shooting hand? Yeah, Stream Element, I still haven't changed the timer. I'm sorry, guys. I'll do it for next time. I am going to need thinner wire than what I have. I don't think this wire is going to be good, because that is way smaller than I anticipated it being. Before I get soldering, I would very much like to put the switch through the grills back here. I pulled out every single switch I have to see if any of them fit without me modifying, and if it's long enough. Look at that. That'll fit. I could even put it this way if I wanted to. No, I can't. It won't move that way. But yeah, there. So I have one that I don't need to modify the case. Just hot glue it in place, because hot glue is good. But yeah, just like hot glue it over the entire hole, and we'll have a switch. So that's easy. That'll be the switch I use. Boom. Okay. So that means it's towards the back already. I don't even need very long of wires. I feel like this needs my tiny wire, which is right here. My tiny wire. It's probably going to go a lot better for this. Just realized I don't have any scissors over here. It's okay, I have something else I can cut with. Right here. Obviously leave enough wire. Obviously. I would much rather hide wire. Okay, let's see. So we're going over to here. So I'm gonna cut it this long to give me enough extra space. Boop. Normally I would use 2 different colors when using this wire, but I don't feel like finding the red or the blue. There. My wire. Gonna move that over there for a second. Gonna prep the wires. It's okay, XP. I'm just, you know, also techie. Also, don't ever use your teeth to strip wire. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. I don't have a good wire stripper. I have a wire stripper, but it's complete and utter crap. So it's really not very good on your teeth to do this, but such is life. Okay. We are going to tin up my wires. And then we're actually going to end up shortening my tinned wires because right now there's too much exposed. It's too easy for these to short out each other. Actually, I can use that. Let's see if this side's shorter. I can use one on the switch side instead if needs. Yeah, no, it's just as bad. Okay. So we're going to just cut that a little bit shorter. So I have less chance of bridging these 2 points. This is very tiny soldering. This is like taking me back to when I was trying to work on the PlayStation Micro. Ugh. Tin these wires up. Tinned. And tinned. Get rid of the huge solder blob because that's going to be an issue over here. And just shorten that wire up. There we go. All right, bring this back over here. This is going to go bad. I can already see this is going to go bad. I was not realizing it was going to be quite that tiny of solder spots. Okay, we're going to go for the one on this side first. I can't even see it. Like, I seriously can't even see. It would help if I could see what I was doing. This is when having better eyesight than I have would come in handy. Okay, I think I've got it on there, the first wire. Of course, as soon as I try to put the second wire on, it is probably going to come off because that's how things go for me usually. I need to make sure that they are not already bridged. Nope. They are not already bridged. Actually, it's not even reading the end of the wire. Come on. Pick up the wire. Okay, there. Okay, they are not bridged. Woo! Now for the other wire. Go at a different angle so I hopefully don't unsolder that wire. Let's retin it since I cut it. Get off. Get off. Right. Wish me luck, guys. I'm going in. I can almost see what I'm soldering to, almost. I think I got it. Ah, it broke off. Damn it. I will look in just a second. I'm sorry, guys. I can't look when I'm doing this. I think I got it. Lexby, thank you so much for the bitty boos. Aw, you gave me an emote. Let me see what I got. What did I get? I have no idea. 2020 gift. Thank you. Okay, so I have both wires soldered to something. to something. Let's see if I have them bridged. It's just hard with these. They're so close together. That's the problem with using these wires too. They're very, very stiff wires, so I could accidentally easily break the solder joint. Okay, they're not bridged. It looks like they are not bridged. I do have some fine tip ones. I forgot to put it in because I'm stupid. Okay, so now I need to test it before reassembling, obviously. And once I test it, you can be guaranteed I'm going to put some hot glue down on top of those, on top of that. Okay, so let's move this back where I feel safer it being. It doesn't need to be plugged down. I'm trying to think how much of this I really need to reassemble just to test the... just to test to see if the switch works. Where's the switch? Bend. Bend. Ew, I just touched the gray stuff. Felt weird. Okay, so I have just I always forget all the terminology for switches. It's more than just a one pole switch because you can have it actually go both ways. So I could have, so I guess it's a 2-pole 1-throw switch. No, something like that. 1 pole 2. No, because there's I don't know. Anyway, the point is this is actually more than I need. I only need 2 of those middle ones and not 3 of them. With 3 of them, that means that you can have it turn something on going both ways. Essentially, you bridge the gap both ways. But I just need it for 1 of them. Single pole, double slide. There you go. It's been a while. It has been a long time since I've actually looked up terminology of switches. But yeah. So this is more than I actually need, but it's long enough that it sticks through the thing, so it works. In fact, I think all the switches I currently have are those, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're going to solder very carefully. I'm gonna tin up 2 of them that are next to each other. We'll do this one. If it'll cooperate and actually go. There we go. And this one. There we go. And now we need to very, very carefully solder these wires on. I need this up higher. This is a bad angle. This is not a smart angle. Think smartly, Sharon. Think smartly. Turn this. Do it from an angle that's more natural. There's one on. And then I need to do this other one without breaking it off, obviously. Excuse me. Okay. Come here. There we go. So that's the switch on. Right now it is set to be Japanese. Right. I could have actually done this with it in place still. Go back in, please. I have you going the right way, don't I? Yes. So now we need to get it put back together enough so I can make sure that it actually works. Oh, I'm sure I would love it. Let's see. I can probably turn it on for as long as I need it without putting the heatsink back on. It shouldn't need the heatsink just for me to turn it on to make sure it goes into Japanese mode. It would definitely be a lot easier if these cables would come out further, though. I zip-tied everything in place so there's not cables everywhere. Not good for this mod. Right. I need... I don't think I need that reconnected. I think I just need the disk drive reconnected. And that goes this way. Gotta just kind of herd the wires between these two ports for now. Nope. Put it back on in the right angle would help. Okay. Actually, you know, if this works, I might not need to put hot glue on top of that because the shield holds these wires very firmly in place so it wouldn't put any stress on the ones in there. I could move this around and put it how I need to. So I can just put the heatsink back on top. But yeah, I need to test this. So right. I'm gonna need to take this off for a second, guys. One second. Okay, are we ready for the moment of truth? Turn the TV back on. Figure out where the power button is. Yes! Do you see that? That is Japanese text. Can you see it now? Japanese text. That is what we wanted. Don't even need to put a disc in yet. I just need it to show that it's Japanese. So we can turn that off. And then I need to do one more thing though to test. I need to make sure the switch is actually working correctly. So I need to switch it and turn it back on again. Where's the switch? The switch is of course buried. Yes? We need shampoo.
Hey guys!
I need more breakfast cereal bars. Yes. Oh, are you doing it online? Cool. That's cool. I'm gonna have to... One sec. That was more difficult than it needed to be. Let's see if it comes up as an American one now. Yep. All right. And then just to make sure that I didn't accidentally break those things, swap it back once more, which I think I can reach it from here now. I moved it slightly. Yep, there we go. I got it, guys. I got it. Oh wait, you can't even see me dancing. I got it. Okay, we're gonna turn it off because it has no heat sink or anything on it right now. Don't want it on for very long, just in case. Do not want to ruin my GameCube. Alrighty then, so that means I need to, well, first of all, turn the TV off. We don't need that blue light shining. Yes, Wiffity Wife is not feeling well. Unplug this. Come on. Unplug. And unplug you. There we go. Oof. Okay. So that means we just need to reassemble it. Where is my hot glue gun? Right. Well, that's pretty awesome. So I need to take this back off because I need to put the heatsink back on. Which means I do need to redirect these wires a little bit since they're right over where the heatsink goes. Hopefully I don't break it off. You know what? It might end up just being under there, which means it'd get melted. No, don't do that. I don't know if that's still connected. That feels not good. So I might have done it, but I might have just undone it. Hey, Sausage Toads, how's it going? And then this one can just be flattened down a bit like that. And just redirect that over between these chips so it's flat. I seriously can't tell if that's actually still connected or not. And I don't want to tug because then it probably will come undone. I think we're good. Actually, which one are you going to? You're going to the second one. You're going to this pin right here. Why can I not get this pin to do anything? That is not comforting. Come on. Well then. Oh, it's because the wires popped up. I was like, why did it just do that? You are supposed to be this wire. Why are you not registering anything at all? Okay, anyway, we're going to trust that it is still on there. If not, I guess I'm just gonna have to open it back up. So reroute the wires again. Reroute. You stay there. Reroute. So that they are flat. Get down there. Down there. And put the heatsink back on, and it goes this way. Just like that. So then we screw the stuff back together. No, not the original. No. It's so I can play my Game Boy player again because I only have a Japanese disc. I do need to get out my hot glue gun and plug it in because I need to glue the switch in. Okay, looking at the pieces. Just kind of pops into place. That's later. Then go on. Pinch those wires into place. Yeah. Get it out of the screw hole though. There we go. Excuse me. Now, where were those four at the front? That's right. Okay. I was getting myself confused. I was like, what were these really long screws for? They're the ones up here. They are the ones up here. How long have I been streaming? Like today or like always? I'm streaming an hour right now. Oh, how long am I streaming today until I'm done? I have no idea. Until either I have a fully functioning region modded GameCube and a fully functioning digital control pad for the GameCube, or until I'm done with what I want to do today because I'm done with doing it. Did you follow? Because I'm not just doing the GameCube. I need to put this back together, make sure it's still working, make sure the Switch works, but then we got to move on to my digital controller. How did I miss that? I missed putting one screw in the heatsink, guys. Guess what? Need to unscrew these. Oh, I should definitely still be here then. This back up a little bit so you can actually see my head. Can't believe I missed putting one of the screws in. That's just a rookie error. All right, I'll see you later. Come on, thank you. Annoying. Okay, pull you back off again. How did I miss putting that in there? Come on. Glad I noticed before I got all of the shielding screws back into place. That would have been really annoying. All right. Do this again. I really need to sit all the way back in my chair. Scoot it forward. Gonna hurt my back. Right. So that is that done. I should be able to put this back into place. Oop. Hold the way I want you to. Oh. And it's on like that. However, those pieces need to come back. These were they under the screws? I don't remember them being under the screws. Maybe they were under the screws. They must have been under the screws. How many times am I going to take these 4 screws out, guys? How many? Carrots, apparently. Carrots.
Sorry. I was like, so listen.
No, I was just like, why are you yelling out carrots? Okay, only the 3rd time I've taken these screws out. Only. You okay, Lacey? think our cat is eating the tinsel and basically killing herself because of it. And she's a strong, independent kitty cat who doesn't like to throw up ever, so she like refuses to throw up even when it would help her. Sorry about that. Yes, this would all be remedied if she would stop eating the tinsel. Right. This is right. This is how it goes. Come on, go in the hole. Thank ya. Other one, there it is. More. One more screw in here. Hopefully won't ever have to undo that again. When I originally got the Japanese disc, I originally planned on giving it to my brother. Now that I see what I've had to solder to, I'm glad that I didn't do that, because I can open it back up and fix it myself. He cannot so much. That clicks back up. There we go. Then we start putting screws back in. Big boy for this one. Come out, please. Oop. I don't remember if this one and this one go through this also, so I'm going to not do those. I remember taking it off and then having to unscrew these three. So, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, you guys. You okay, Lacey? Oh, poor baby. You okay over there? Now for the millions of screws for the RF shielding. Millions. You okay, Lacey? You okay, baby? Hmm? And then this needs to go back up, and it goes... Okay, so yes, it does have the screws go through. Really glad I didn't do that then. I actually did something right. Yay me. However, I just almost lost a screw. Yeah, only 1,000, not 1,000,000. My bad. I over-exaggerated. My bad. Go in the hole. Go. Come on. Line up properly. Please. There we go. On to the next side. That was stupid of me. Guess what I forgot? Again. Forgot there was another screw. Hey Bump, how's it going? I am currently in the middle of finishing up region modding my GameCube. I've already tested it. It works. Hopefully it'll still work by the time I get it all closed. trying to reassemble the GameCube and not remembering the order to do things in, though, so I have to keep undoing it. Region modding, all you have to do on a GameCube, you do have to get it all the way into the inside. You have to take off the heat sink that's covering the chips. There is a very, 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 very tiny spot that's labeled R5, I believe, on American consoles. It's two little spots where you can tell that they can put a surface mount resistor. There's a spot called R5 and R6 right next to each other. On American consoles, there'll already be a tiny little resistor on R6. If it's Japanese, it'll be on R5. So you take two wires and you have to solder to both solder points on R5 for the American side and then put it to a switch, which I have my switch hanging out right here right now. And then you just switch it between Japanese and American. Unfortunately, it only works between Japanese and American. It is only for NTSC consoles. It does not work for PAL consoles because they're something entirely different. Of course. Basically, the only difference between Japanese and American is one's in English and one's in Japanese. So it basically just tells it to either display in Japanese characters or in English. And the only reason I am doing this is so I can, they're seriously so tiny. They're smaller than I thought they were. Like I looked at a guide online on how to do it. Then I actually got the thing in front of my face and I was like, oh crap. Those are so tiny. Like so tiny. The only reason I'm doing it is because the Oracle games for the Zelda games on the Game Boy Color are my next games that I'm supposed to be streaming. I'm getting close to finishing Majora's Mask, and I currently can't stream them. I have the Game Boy player, but my disc is Japanese because the LED on this looks broken. I just noticed that. But it's Japanese because I gave my brother back his disc. And the discs for the Game Boy player are stupid expensive. It was still expensive enough getting a Japanese one, but it's about a third of the price. So, and I looked beforehand to make sure it wasn't hard to region mod a GameCube, and it's not. So, other than that being a super tiny place to, seriously though, this LED looks broken. Can you see that? Like, the head of it looks like it's been snapped off. It's usually rounded on the end, and it doesn't look like it's been filed down nicely either. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It works, but it's just weird. Huh. Anyway. Right, we're screwing this back together. I still need to secure the Switch to the console, but I chose a Switch that I don't have to alter the case of the console at all. I just need to glue it through one of the vent holes in the back on the GameCube. So that's nice. I don't have to do any case modding at all. No cutting. Come on. I know, right? I'm trying to think if I got my GameCube from a friend of mine and they modded it and they put in a different color LED. I think they might have, because isn't the original color orange on a GameCube? I think I have blue. So it's possible that's all that they had, or they had to trim it down so it fit or something. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it works. It doesn't really matter. But it is very, very possible that I got it from my friend who also does some mods. I know that I got my N64 from them, and they also modded that because I have a pink N64, so they put a pink power LED in it so it matched, so it wasn't red on pink because that's gross. Yeah, the light where the lid button is. I'm pretty sure it's orange on the original GameCube, and I'm pretty sure mine's blue, so I think it's been altered. Okay, we're almost to the point that I need to actually figure out where I'm going to mount the Switch. Almost. Come on, go back in the hole correctly. Thank you. Only 3 more of these screws. And then it is time... Whoa. And then it is time to mount the Switch in the back. And then bumper, after I'm done with this, because I'm pretty much almost done, I'm going to be working towards completing my digital GameCube controller, because I absolutely hate using the GameCube controller to play Game Boy games. It is just not nice. That's re-stripping the... Go back in the hole properly. Bless you. If you heard that, my poor wife sneezed. Okay, one more screw. One more screw. We're going to make sure it's working before I completely say I'm done with it. Make sure it's still working. Ugh. Right. I really wish these cables came out further. Ugh. Almost. Go in the hole. Okay. Make sure it's still working. Currently in Japanese mode. Just before I completely put the switch in place. Make sure. Excuse me. Power button is back there. Did I not press it down all the way? Why are you not turning on? This is not a good sign, guys. This is not a good sign at all. Did I miss something? You come here, you stupid switch. It works in American mode. But it no longer works in Japanese mode. Power comes off and flickers off. Like, it just won't stay on. Which means I bet that wire is no longer soldered on. Like I feared it might not be. This just got a whole lot more time consuming. Right. Of course it couldn't be that easy. This is me we're talking about. This is me we're talking about. The one that, yes, I was originally going to glue, and when I moved it at one point, I feared that it had come unconnected. It did, apparently. at least it won't work in Japanese mode at all anymore. So it works in American mode. So yay, my GameCube still works. It's not like I fried my GameCube. I just need to get back into it again and look at it. Which means, guess what, guys? I need to unscrew 1,000 screws again. Nothing can ever go right for me the first time. It's like tradition. Okay. No point crying about it. Let's just get on with it because I want to be able to have this because I need it so I can actually stream the Oracle games. So no point crying about it. Just get her done. It already feels like a million. I'm gonna be honest. Let's move the screw thing closer so I don't have to reach across so far. At least I know what I'm doing now, though. Still annoying. But like I said, it's pretty much tradition for me. I never get anything right on the first try. I was actually amazed when I did the entire Pocket Atari on stream. All of that actually went correctly. That never happens for me. And so then I decided to take a commission for one, and everything, I mean everything, went wrong on my commission. I was like, it went so good on stream. Why is it going so horribly now? Right. This one. Not gonna lie, at first I thought that the whole thing was just bust. I'm glad that I tried it in American mode and it works in that mode. So it's just something wrong with my wires. I know, right? Like everything with that one, like I did it all on stream and I think it only took me 8 sessions to do it all from start to finish. Like the only things I didn't do on stream was I designed like the sticker and stuff and printed it off, not on stream because you don't need to see a printer running. That's stupid. But I did all the actual work on stream and it all went really smoothly, unlike most of the things I do. Unlike most of the things I do. Where's my... You move. Oh, that's right, I still have that screw to get. It's okay. It's okay. Because it still works. It would be so much worse if I had fried my GameCube. I would have been very, very, very upset then, and the stream would have been done. Nope, that's it. Screw this. But that is not the case. I just have a wire that came loose. It's not a big deal. I just have to unscrew everything again, which is just annoying. Since Nintendo likes to use way too many screws. Is that all of them? Get out the way. No, that is not all of them. I need to do these ones. And this is the 4th time I've unscrewed these ones. Just find another ATI chip. Right. This back in the right orientation. 6 more screws and we're there. Get on your side. It's taking way longer to do this than it should. Just because I have to keep rescrewing and unscrewing. Come out. Come on. Thank you. Well, it's good to know that it gets just as stuck back on there. Like, this is good and stuck again. There we go. That's good to know. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this wire is not actually connected anymore. Or it's definitely not connected now, but I can't get it. I can't get to where I can hold. As soon as I move it down, it always feels way too loose. Okay, so you can almost see what I'm soldering to. Almost. Can't tell if that's even connected or not. It's not. I can see it from this angle. It's not. Okay. This is where having a magnifying lens would be really handy. That is definitely not attached. Right now, it's stuck on by the rubber covering the wire itself. Is not how you want it attached, obviously. I have a magnifying lens somewhere. Where is it? One moment, guys. I'm looking for my magnifying lens. I know I have one somewhere. I just don't know where it is. Here it is. It is dirty. And it is not helping. I can't tell. I can't tell. Okay. You can't see because my hand is in the way, but there actually are, it does look like it's connected. It does look like it is connected. Maybe if I put that up there. Get the screwdriver out the way. That there. That's the other one. The other one is definitely connected. And test this one again. It appears it might be connected. I hope. There's only one way to find out, guys. Try to test it again in Japanese mode before closing it up. Feel that we've done this. Feel we've been here before already. Don't need to worry about the heat sink. I wonder if it powers up if the disk drive's not even on it. Let's try, because that'll be a heck of a lot less moving around stuff. This is obviously not going to sit into place though, because it has nothing to like guide it to sit in place. That's okay. Okay, we're going to try this in Japanese mode. Come on. I don't know if this will work without anything else plugged in. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll check the English again too, just in case, but... Okay. Like I said, I don't know if it even will boot without the anything else on it, but we'll see. We'll see real quick. Giving myself a cramp in my leg. Ouch. Okay. Let's find out together, guys. If it'll even do anything in like this. It does. Okay. That's handy. That's handy to know. Japanese mode is working again. Turn it back off. Make sure that English is working. Don't drop the entire GameCube. And English. We have it. Hey, Teddy, how's it going? Okay. So that must have been what the problem was, is that that wire had come back undone. So now it's reattached. So now we need to hope that it stays attached while I reassemble again. One sec, let me get this stuff unplugged. Give me one sec, Teddy. Sorry, I have my back turned to the computer right now. Right. Get this back over here. Oop. Right. Hey guys! The GameCube is a great console. Yes, it is. It has a lot of good games on it. Okay, so we now have that fixed. So we're going to hope and pray that this time the wire doesn't come undone. Put the heatsink back on. Right. I appreciate the hoping and praying. I'm gonna throw in some believes. One sec. I believe! I believe! Okay. Now it's a matter of reassembling it again. How many times? Do you guys want to start taking bets? How many times do you think I'm going to have to disassemble and reassemble this thing? Right now we're on reassembly number 2 for this section. But just for this section. There was one section I had to do like 4 times already. I'll guess 5.5 times. Thanks, Teddy. Thanks. Oh, goodness. Put up my OBS again so I see the live feed. There we go. Speed runs. Hey, there's some people who do stuff like that. They can tear it apart really fast. I actually watch a guy on YouTube called The Retro Future. And he actually did time himself of, I forget if it was tearing down or reassembling a Game Boy, and he did it in like 4 minutes. I'm like, of course you did, because that's like what you work on all the time. You got plenty of snacks. Well, good. Well, I definitely know how the GameCube gets put back together now. Ain't no question in that. Okay, there's that. That is everything for that. Put the drive back in. Take a sip of my coffee. Right. I need to make sure to put this screw in before I put the power thing back in place. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll go from this side this time. Go back in the hole correctly. I would appreciate it. Actually, I'm going to take this back off. I don't like where one of these wires is. It didn't actually get up under the RF shielding, and I want the RF shielding to hold it in place. So, take this off once more. Move this wire just a hair. Come on. And before I click it in space, just pinch these together so it is up under the RF shielding and being held in place. Okay, there we go. Excuse me, I apologize for that. Something tickled my throat. Right, now, assemble. Get it back to where I had it last time before it's full reassembly. Make sure both sides are still working. Pray that both sides are still working. Going to not fully screw that one down because I don't want it to like cut the wires off. I just want it to hold them in place so they don't move inside, so they don't wiggle away from where they're soldered to. If they wiggle away from the switch side, that's easy to repair. That's very large places to solder to. As opposed to inside. Come on, get back in the hole correctly. Come on. I don't want to redo the screws, or the screw threads. The threads. Skip that one for a second. Try a different screw in it. You just really don't want to do this, do you? Come to where I can see you better. I don't want to redo the threads. Come on. Go back in how you normally were. There we go. That got it. That is one thing about consoles and stuff. When they injection mold the cases for it, there's not threads in the screw holes already. Lacey, you okay? But when they do the injection molding, you can't injection mold screw posts already in plastic. So the first time a screw goes in, it puts the threads in, which means it can be very easy to accidentally strip or rethread the screw posts, which will break the posts or make it not hold very snugly. So you want to not do that. That is no bueno. Oop. Yep. Yeah, if you go backwards, it'll usually click and line up properly. And then you know that you're in the right space to do it. Which is why I kept not doing that other one. It gets too, if it starts getting really hard, then you're re-threading it, and you don't want to re-thread it. You don't want to do that. Ugh, my nose is running. It's annoying. Ah, excuse me. Sorry, guys. My nose is running. Good grief. Whenever XB gets back, he's going to be like, it looks like you've gotten nowhere. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. Oh, that's the switch. I was like, what is this in between my fingers? Okay, so do the two outside ones and then put the thingy up. Might have slightly rethread that one. I didn't think that it was until the very end, and it was too far in at that point. Doesn't matter, there's 20 million other screws holding this thing in place. One screw's not gonna matter. Excuse me. Okay, then this goes in. Line up. Nope, I did that wrong. I did the wrong two screws. Told myself, make sure to do this side right, and I did it exactly the opposite of correctly. I did it completely wrong. Stupid. I give proof that any moron can do this stuff. With enough patience. See, I already knew for this try though. Like, I already knew how this was supposed to go in. I did it correctly last time, but I'm just talking too much, I guess. I don't know. Not paying attention enough? That's probably it. There we go. Now it goes in and snaps into place and all that. 2 more screws for here. And that would be why it felt like I was threading it, because it went in further than it's actually meant to, because this has a pretty thick piece of plastic above it also. So I did thread it. I knew. Whoop. I just didn't re-thread it, I just thread it for the first time. Right. Onto these bits. Remember to put these down. Wrong way. Remember to put these down. And then the long screws. 1, 2. We're almost to the point we get to test it again and cross our fingers. And back in. Put that into place. Right, it's to the testing point. So, let me get this hooked back up really quick. And we shall see what happens. Let's put it in Japanese mode first, since that's the one we had issues when it was closed. Good grief. You need to go that way just a little bit. Ugh. Power cable. Go. Okay. Right. Power the TV on. Here we go. Japanese mode. Does it again. I don't know what it is when I actually close it up. Unless it's the wires being too close to each other coming out of the RF shielding. The switch. Let's make sure it still works. And well, there you go. I'm gonna have to open it yet again. I'm getting really annoyed with this mod. Just in case anybody wondered. Ah, good grief. Do this mod, she says. It'll be easy, she says. Me, I said that. I'm the she. Did what work? No, it's still doing the flashy blue light for the Japanese side now that it's all closed back up again. So here we go. Again. Okay. This is the third time unscrewing everything. It's getting old by now. You know what? I want to try something first. I'm just going to take out the screw that's closest to it to see if the wires are getting pinched too much. I can tell you they're definitely getting pinched too much. It's probably grounding out, which is why it's not working. Let me see if that's enough. Because if it is, I'll just forget that one screw. Come on, go in. I'm not even going to move the camera right this second. Just a second, guys. Okay, yeah, that's not enough. But I think it's the wires are too close to each other, and they're being pinched too much, and it's just causing it not to work. Okay, fine. Fine, I guess. Open it back up. I guess. Oh, it'll definitely stay together still. It's just still not enough. However, I wonder if I can just unscrew like these back panel and readjust them. I really just don't want to take apart the whole thing again. Can you tell? Can you tell I'm tired of taking this thing apart? Put this more. Take this one out. You have to come out so I can get the power button off. And you have to come. See, the guide didn't say anything about make sure the wires don't go under here. Everything about my hobby is tiring, and yet I keep doing it, so there you go. This one out. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, it's still not enough. I'm just gonna have to take it all apart. Okay. No biggie. No biggie. We got this. Come on, screw. Come on. Oh my goodness, come on. Screw. I just want it to be done so I can pop in the Game Boy player and show you it's working with the Game Boy game. I mean, it is working, just not when I close it. I'll just have a disassembled GameCube the rest of my life and just play it that way. Not suggested. First thing we're going to test, because I don't want to take the heatsink off again if I don't have to. I'm going to test to see if after taking the RF shield off, if it still works. If it really is just the wires being pinched. Because that'll tell me right away. If it works with the RF shield off, then I just need to figure out a better way to run the wires. If it's still not working in Japanese mode, then I don't know. Figure it out, I guess. But I really don't want to take the heatsink off. I don't have to. Of course, if it is the heatsink, if it is the RF shield, that worked, I guess. If it is the RF shield pinching it too much, that means I am going to have to be very careful because those wires aren't going to be good and secured. Because that's what I was using to make sure that they were secured and not breaking off from where they're soldered. Okay, so we're going to test it like this to see if it's actually working. Yeah, the wires have been crushed. One of the wires has been completely crushed. So that's probably the problem, it's shorting out. Where's my electric tape? If you were me, where would your electric tape be? Because I bet it's not where it should be. I bet you anything it's not where it should be. But I found a piece of electric tape. And it's still sticky, so it will work if this is still actually working like this. Okay. Get off the grounding shield, because if that wire is crushed and getting grounded out by the grounding shield, I need it not touching the grounding shield. Do I have it on Japanese? Yes. Okay, one more time. No, I don't actually. I just have black electric tape and I don't know where it's at. It often gets used for things that aren't my modding stuff, so I end up losing where it's at. And besides, you don't really see the electric tape, so why would I have special colors? That's just a waste of good color electric tape if it's inside of a project. Where's the power? Okay, so I'm not going to bother turning the camera. I'll just tell you if it works or not. Okay, so it has to be the wire shorting out because it does work. Again, I am in Japanese mode. Okay. We got this. We got this. It's fine. Okay. We got this. It's fine. We know what it is. We know what it is. It's okay. So I just need to reroute the wires so they're not getting pinched. And I need to cover the one especially that is crushed in electric tape. which means that that needs to set down behind. You go all the way over there. You go all the way over here. And let me see, I can bend up. Which way does it go? And which one is it? This one. I'll do it. Just bend it up, and then it won't get squished. That is the right way, right? Yes, okay. And we're just not going to worry about that screw post. I am going to bend this back down a little bit just to put it just to put a little bit of pressure on it, just not much. And it has the electric tape now, so it won't be getting shorted out. But just a little bit of pressure to help hold it in place, and to make sure that that's not, I need to get it back even to make sure it's not going to hinder putting the thing back together. So there we go. Let's test it again really quick before screwing anything back in. You can join me this time. It's still set to Japanese. You can see how much of fun this is with the wires not coming out very far for me to actually get it plugged in. And by fun, I mean not fun at all. Okay. Okay, let's see. It's set on Japanese. I think that was the problem, guys. I think the wires had been pinched too much and were shorting out. A little bit of electric tape, we'll leave that screw post out. Looks like that might have done it. Let me make sure that American's still working, or English, not American, it's English. All right. Okay, we have solved the problem. I am satisfied with that. Oh crap, I just almost dropped the whole GameCube on the floor. Lol. Out. Okay. I'm satisfied with that. So we just need to close it back up, skip that screw post, test it once more. I still need to make sure that the I need to put the switch in place in the case. That's what I'm trying to say. That is what I am trying to say. It just wasn't working. This is taking so much longer than I thought it would. Okay. So, first things first, we do the middle three on this side. No. And then it promptly drops. I have the wrong head on there because I was using the flat head to push it in. Okay. Inside three, and I need to make sure to do this one that's facing me because the power covers it up. Hopefully this is the last time putting it all together. Hopefully. We shall see. We shall see. Yes, this is taking me much longer than I thought it would. But that's okay. We're learning things. We are learning things and we are getting things accomplished still. It's not a race. You don't have to do it quickly. just get it done. Back in the hole properly. Thank you. Excuse me. Alright, one more screw, and then I can put the power side back on. Go over here. Still haven't actually put my hot glue gun on. Start. I don't have a free outlet though. Would you go back in the hole properly? Oh, that was worse. There we go. There we go. Because I really want to get to the digital controller. Like, that's really what I want to be working on, is the digital controller, not this. This is just a means to an end that I have to do. The digital controller I have been working on for, well, I haven't been working on it for years. I started it years ago though. Years and years and years ago. Back when I was still living in Tennessee. Back before me and my wife were a thing. Pretty sure we already knew each other. Because that's when I was playing the game that we met in. Skip that one. Go to here. Come on, line up. Get in there. Line up properly, you stupid screw. There we go. Oh, goodness. But yes, my digital controller, it's just the electronics that needs worked on. Like, the case is done. The case has been done for a while. I had started it back when I lived in Tennessee, and I put it down. And I worked on it again, I want to say about 5 years ago, probably. And that's when I finished up the case. But I still couldn't get the internals to work properly. But I didn't actually try that hard that time either. I just got the case done, basically, and was like, and set it to the side. Because unfortunately, that's what I do. And I have just enough ADHD that sometimes it just doesn't happen. That is why I have so many unfinished projects right now. Oh my goodness, would you just line up and go in properly? But I have made a list. I'm going to go through them and get it done. Get it done. I would show you the list, but it is over there on the couch underneath everything that I piled on top of it. So I won't be showing you the list. But I have the region modding, which I'm about to get done. I have the digital GameCube controller. The next thing that I want to do is making my dream Game Boy Advance, which is really not going to be a difficult mod at all. It's just dropping in a aftermarket screen that is backlit and much brighter than any of the other Game Boy Advance screens of the and it's in the original Game Boy Advance casing, which is the ultimate Game Boy Advanced casing. I am going to make it look like the prototype, the orange and silver one. I'm going to be putting in a rechargeable battery. And yeah, it's mostly just putting things together. It'll have a little bit of like actual, I think you have to do a little bit of soldering to the screen, but it's really just mostly like figuring out how to fit in the battery pack that I got, because it's not one that's intended for a Game Boy Advance, but it will work. But yeah, and it's the one that I have, I bought one. It's the first time I've ever owned an original Game Boy Advance. I've never had one, because back when they first came out, I was like, why does it not have a backlit screen? That's stupid. Like, why would you do that with a color screen? It was bad enough on the Game Boy Color. So I waited till the Game Boy SP, or Game Boy Advance SP came out, which, don't get me wrong, I love my Game Boy Advance SP, but playing it for a long time hurts your hands. And the screen on the first set of Game Boy Advance SPs was still not very bright because it was front lit, and it just kind of makes it look washed out. So I've gotten myself a correct Game Boy, the original Game Boy Advance. The screen on it currently doesn't fully work, so I don't feel bad about like going in and doing all this stuff to it. Like the Game Boy itself works. I tested it out. It works. It runs games. It's just half the screen you can't see anything on. It's dead. The other half you can see, so I know it works. So that's good. But yeah. And then after that, I want to go through and fix up my console, like my stuff that I have completed. Like they are completed, but since it's all handmade stuff, they require upkeep. And pretty much all of my completed things need some work done to them. My my handiness, the audio doesn't work anymore. Only through the speaker though. It works through the headphones, but I'd like to be able to hear it when I'm playing it. And the Handy Gen's AV, no, not the AV, just the video doesn't work internally anymore. It works on the AV out, so I know that the Game Gear's not, or the Game Genesis is not busted. Also, you can still hear the audio from the games, you just can't see it, so I need to fix that. My Game Boy, no, not my Game Boy, my Pocket Atari, one of the directions doesn't work anymore. I forget if it's left or right. Can't go left or right, so that means a wire has come undone. My Handy Duo, the very first one that I ever made, it actually needs the least amount of repairs. It still works fine, it still runs fine, but it runs exactly how it did when I first made it, and the D-pad is horrible. It's exactly how it was when I first put it in there, but it's stiff, it's uncomfortable, it hurts your thumb. So I need to rework the controls in that one. Not even necessarily the controls, just how the controls are in the casing. That's what I need to rework. That's all the ones I have up there. I actually think that my Nintendo is fine. My 2-in-1 NES, SNES console. I think it's fine. I don't think it needs any work. So I have one thing that I've completed that doesn't need any work. I don't have steady hands at all, Teddy. I don't. That's one reason why really small soldering is very hard for me. People always are like, oh, you must have really steady hands. I don't. My Handy P&P I ripped apart long ago because the paint job went bad on it, so it was sticky, and you don't want to hold a sticky anything in your hands when you're trying to play a game. So like nothing was wrong with it internally, but the paint job needed redone, so I had to rip everything out of it, and then I ripped everything out of it and I never repainted the case. So I need to completely reassemble, repaint my Handy P&P, finish up making some other cartridges for it. I was actually looking back through my Facebook page, and I didn't realize that when I had started doing work on it before, I made 4 more cartridges. I originally, when I made it, made 12 cartridges. That means I'm up to 16 cartridges, and I don't know where those 4 cartridges are. They're probably in the box with the Handy P&P, I'd assume, but I don't know where they are. But yeah, I'd like to make more cartridges because I have a whole bunch of other plug-and-plays that I intended to make into cartridges for the Handy P&P. The Handy Gear I disassembled a long time ago because I was changing the screen out of it, and then I stopped. And I think I stopped because I think I killed the Game Gear, so that means I need to redo that and re-put it back together because my poor Handy Gear hasn't had love in a very long time. And that's all the things that I need to repair that I've already completed once. Actually, it's not true. There's also the Super Joy Girl, which is like a Famicom, hundreds of games in one that I put into a Game Boy casing, and it's hot pink and black because Super Joy Girl. I used a Super Joy 3 and a Game Boy, so Super Joy Girl. Okay, it is time to make sure it still works. It's all screwed together. So come with me over here. We will cross our fingers together. Go down, please. We're going to put it into Japanese mode first. And we're going to plug it up. Oh, right. It doesn't matter. I forgot to put the power LED part on, like the controller port. But it works without it. That just shows me the power light. Okay. Cross your fingers, everyone. Let's see if the TV will turn on to start with. There we go. That helps usually if the TV turns on. Okay. Japanese. Hallelujah. Let's make sure it is actually in Japanese. Hallelujah. We did it. Woo! Okay. And make sure that the English side is still working. Where is the switch? And there we go, it's in English. Yay! Yay! Okay, I'm going to turn that back off. So that's what it was. Like, I problem solved it. There you go, guys. It was just that it had pinched the wires too much and it was shorting it out. It happens sometimes. So let's get this out. We need to... Now's the time when I actually really do need to get my hot glue gun out. Because I need to secure this in place. But I have... Do I have another... I can't tell if I have an open power slot under there or not. One moment, I need to crawl under my table and get my hot glue gun. My lovely, lovely hot glue gun. Something just fell, and I don't know what it is, and I don't want the cat to play with whatever it was. Uh-oh, what fell? Guess I'll find out later. Okay, I will be right back because I need to crawl under my table. Of course. My camera is not working now. Hello? Testing. Is my stream up still? Can you so you can hear me? It's just frozen. Okay. 1 second. Let me see if I could re-kick by going through my...
Hi.
Not that. Nobody needs to see that. Okay, let me try this the other way. Sorry guys, I'm glad it's still actually going though. Deactivate and reactivate. Hello? Ugh, I really don't want to have to shut down everything. But I might have to. Because this is not working. Yep. Okay. I'm sorry guys, I am going to have to stop my stream and come right back. I will be right back. Please hold. Okay, I think I'm back. Sorry about that. OBS crashed hard. It did not like... I unplugged my soldering iron so I could plug in my hot glue gun because I don't have enough outlets down there. And my cameras, for some reason, didn't like that, even though they're not plugged into that. They're plugged into my computer. But I don't know. I don't ask. Okay. So, very sorry about that. Very sorry about that. I tried to just deactivate and reactivate and it just wasn't having that. And then OBS just crashed. It was like, nope, I'm done. So, on you. That's what it said to me. Okay, right. So, we need to hot glue this switch into... Helps if I put these the right way. Into one of these ones. Like right there. The wires are too long, but I can bend them down and around, so it's okay. But yes, because that can get hot glued right in there. And since it's a switch I won't be using very often, like it's not like I have to have tons of hot glue, just enough to hold it in place, and then that'll go back up there. So yeah, we'll have it right, since it's right in between both the ports, we'll put it right there, right between both the ports. This needs to be a little bit higher up. There, that'll work. That'll work. I just need my hot glue gun to heat up. And that's annoying that it did that to my cameras because I'm going to have to unplug the hot glue gun and plug back in my soldering iron. So it might do it again. Exactly, give me tricks. The GameCube works, but my stream just went... Where is my thing I normally set this on so I can test for hot glue? I have absolutely no idea. You'll work. You're not for this, but you'll work. You're all messy anyway. Okay, the hot glue is coming out. So, we just need to put a little dab here. Nope. Of course, my hands are getting in the way. I don't even have very big hands, and they're still getting in the way. The stiffness of the wires does not help. I can almost see what I'm doing right here. Almost. Okay. A little bit of hot glue right here. Hot glue strings. The bane of my existence. Okay, that side is done. Then I just need to I need to reach around so I can get it on the other side without accidentally hot gluing the wires. This is too close to my finger. Hot glue strings. Ugh. Ah! I hate hot glue strings because they're like cobwebs. They just like stick to you ever so slightly. Okay, so we now have the switch in place. I don't know how well you can see that. It's right there. And it is on enough for me to be able to switch it back and forth. Like I said, this isn't a switch that's going to get used tons. So that little bit amount of hot glue should be more than enough to hold it in place. All right. So then we need to part the ways of the wires so they're out of the way of both of these ports. And you know what? I chose the wrong hole to put that in, I think. I think I might have chose the wrong hole because it looks like there's a post right there. Let's see. How do you go on? It would also help if I remember how this thing goes in. I took it out before I removed the GameCube. This is the correct way. Is it just getting in the way of that post? Can't tell. I honestly can't tell what's happening right now. Can't see. Oh, I think I see what it is. Just gonna end up having like a wire I can see out the back. No, I'm gonna have to move it over a post. That post is in the way. Okay. At least I know now. I need to move it over this way one. Which means ripping out hot glue, which is a pain in the ass. Pain in the ass! Okay. Over one more. That's my bad. So in this one right here. Stop moving. Stop moving! I realize I'm like blowing right into the mic. Okay, now for the other side. I do still need this for to hold it up just a little bit.
When you're soldering and burn yourself and go bloody
My wife. Thank you for the bits. Whiffity woo. All right. Make sure that that's dry. Okay. Maybe now we can get it in place. Now what's in the way? What's hitting? Don't tell me that the hot glue is slightly too much. Probably. Probably right there. Excuse me. I might eventually get this thing closed up. I'm going to end up driving that right into my finger. Hot glue. It's actually not very sturdy, but when you want to remove just a bit of it, good luck. Is that perchance enough for you to close up properly? Because it would be great if it was. I seriously don't know what's in the way. Oh. 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 Now I know what's in the way. Let's just bend all of these. Bend this way and bend this way. And bend this way, please. Would you please cooperate, fingers? Bend, bend, and bend. Maybe that will be enough. Let's see. Oh, good grief. I don't think these are sharp enough to cut that. Seriously, still not enough? Wow. I didn't think adding a switch in would be nearly this difficult. Or is that the problem? I actually think I see what the problem is. I don't think this is down far enough. This right here. It is preventing... Would you... Hand! I do not have steady hands. That is the problem. I don't think anything else is hitting anything. It's just that piece of metal. I think. Okay, in that case, can we bend you up? Ugh, not with this tool we can't. Maybe that'll be out of the way? That's what it needed. Okay, now I need to actually put the wire away correctly, and I also need to put a little bit of electric tape underneath this because the bottom of this is ever so slightly possibly touching it, and we don't need to be shorting anything out. So I need to find another magic piece of electric tape because I don't know where my electric tape is. Seems like I found my electric tape a little bit ago and I was like, there it is, and now I don't know what I did with it. That is not electric tape. I don't see anything with electric tape. That is just a bunch of wire. A lot of wire. More wire. I have a lot of wire, guys. Hey, there's the thing I put the hot glue on. Seriously, where's my electric? Or where is just a piece of electric tape? Well, this is annoying. This is very annoying. Aw, damn it. At least that wire's an easy one to solder. Except my soldering iron's not plugged in. Duh. But that also means I can redirect it behind this post, which is part of the problem with putting it together. Okay, before I replug my soldering iron back in, let's see if that's far enough down. Okay, that's what she needed. And I believe that that is not... Let me shine a light down in there. Flashlight can almost see. Yeah, no, there's, I think, enough of a gap between those two that they're not shorting out. I think. Guess only time will tell, eh? Alright, so I need to reswap what I have plugged in, which means my cameras might once again blink out. So please bear with me, guys. I'll be right back. Yay, it didn't short out my cameras that time. Right. That can just stay there for now. Okay, just making sure that I didn't accidentally. Actually, it can't stay right there because it's in the way of my soldering iron. That can go over there. There we go. Shh, be quiet. There we go. Alright, I just need to wait for my soldering iron to heat back up so I can resolder this wire on. And then after I resolder the wire on, we need to test to see it's actually still working. Because there's a good chance it's not after all of that moving around. I can't redirect that wire there. It's not got enough clearance. Come here. Excuse me. But that's okay. Still heating up. I really just want to close this and test it to make sure it still works, that all of this didn't mess up the inside wires. I'm still not comfortable with this. I don't know where any electric tape is, though. I don't even know where any tape is. Found washi tape, but that's not going to help me, especially since it's metallic looking. That'll just make it worse. It's probably somewhere it's not supposed to be at all. Either that or I do have a lot of stuff with my modding stuff and it's kind of spread out everywhere. Like, I have... Okay, we're gonna go on a little journey. I have these bins on top, which have like existing projects mostly. They're sitting on a... how many drawers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... a 12 drawer thing, which is full. I have a fishing tackle box that is 4, that is full, and I have another fishing tackle box that is 6, that is full. So I have a lot of stuff, and I've tried to organize it several times, and I can't remember how I've organized it. I just can't remember. Where is my solder? Let's see if this is hot enough yet. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Let's get this wire soldered on so we can close it. We'll put this back part on and test it to make sure it still works. There. That wire is back on. Carefully put back in. You're unfortunately going to see the wire in the back, but it's not a big deal. You can see both wires in the back. Okay, let's test it like this, make sure it works just with the switch there, that I can access it easily and stuff. Hopefully that's the last bit of testing I have to do before the final, hey, look at my game running, it works. Okay, so, oh, scoot back a little. Ooh, ah. Now I really can't see what I'm plugging into now that it has the back piece on. Give me just a little bit more, please. And the power. There. Win. Power. Okay, I don't know which way I have it on right now, if it's Japanese or English. We shall find out together. And find out if it actually works still. Okay. Power. Well, it still powers on and goes to the GameCube screen, so that's good. That's English side. English side is good. Turn it off. Flip the switch. Where is the switch? Well then. Flip the switch, which I can't seem to do with one hand. which is kind of the whole point of it, is to be able to do it with one hand. There we go. Okay, it is now in what's supposed to be Japanese mode. Let's see if it still works. Here we go. Well, it boots up. That is a good thing. Now just please let it be in Japanese. Hallelujah! We have done it. We have done it. Okay, so get that turned off, finish putting it back together, and then we can show that my disc is going to work now, and I can put Game Boy games on. That is the whole point. The entire point. This has taken way longer than it should have. As per usual, with all of my stuff. Chevy with the touchdown. Oh yeah. Okay, so we need to put this piece back on. Come on, line up. Oh, no. What was that? Something just fell off. What are you from? Oh, I see what you're from. Well, one of its posts just broke off. I didn't even disassemble this part at all, so I don't know how, but it's from right there, if you can see. Right there. That broke off. Don't know how, since I never even disassembled that part. Whatever. Whatever. It's not quite lined up right. There we go. Got her lined up. So, just make sure I have no other bits and bobs other than the top piece. Should just be the top piece. Top piece. There we go. Then we just screw it up. Oh no, we don't screw it up. We just screw it back together. It probably was broke already, you're right. It startled me. Okay, and then we got the game bits. One down there, one down there, one down there, and one down there. Put it back to the right bit. I absolutely hate screwing these back in. They don't grip extremely well, so you're always fighting with the screw. Go, that's one. Come on. There we go. Got this one going. All right, two more, and then we can put the Game Boy player back on. Oh, and I would like you all to note that I have like the original models of the GameCube that actually uses the component cable that they barely made any of. And yes, I do have a component cable, which cost me an arm and a leg back before me and my wife were together, or else she would have shot me. If I had bought it when we were together, she would have been like, you did what? You spent how much money on a cable? They're not cheap. They're ridiculously expensive. That was way before we were even together. So, all right, so that is all back together. Let's put the Game Boy player back on. What? Underneath where? There's not anything to come loose, but we will have a look. It's probably just the screw. You don't have to screw these back in for the Game Boy player. Like, it's fine if you don't. Just might as well, right? Might as well. All right, so that is that. There is the region mod. English is up, Japanese is down. So yeah, and that's how you can tell that I have one of the early ones, because that's the component, but you still need to use the AV for the audio. All right, so we are going to get this plugged back in. I'm going to put in a Game Boy game and put the disc in, and I'm going to show you guys it's working. Ah! Okay, I'm going to take my headphones off for this because I need to put this back away properly. It's going to be a little more hard. Okay, I'm very sorry about that. Now, here we go. Get it on the TV. We've got our Japanese game going in. Well, not game, it's just the reader. Japanese reader for the Game Boy player. And then we're going to pop in one of the main reasons that I'm even doing this, so I can play the Oracle's games. The Game Boy player itself is region free, which is why this is fine. So there's my game. I always forget which way they go in. Do they go in upside down? Do they go in right side up? They go in upside down. There we go. Okay, turn the TV on. Okay, power. in the back. The GameCube startup sound is so awesome. There it is in Japanese. Maybe I should have set it up first in English because I think it's gonna require me to do something. Okay, let's turn that back off a second. Either that or I'm just now finding out this disc doesn't actually work and I'm taking too long to review it to ever get anything back for it. So here we go. We're going to go under options. Where do you set its like internal stuff? Wow, it's 2068. In case anybody wondered, it's 2068. So that should be fine. You aren't going to read that disc because it's a Japanese disc. Okay, we're going to turn it off. We're going to put it back into Japanese. We're going to clean the disc. Like I said, I bought this a while ago. I haven't even tested it because I didn't have a Japanese system to try it on. So I just assumed that it would work. I'm going to be so mad if this actually doesn't work. Like literally all that the disc does for the Game Boy player is tell it to read the attachment to the bottom. It doesn't do anything. It's just the key. And it's so annoying that you have to have it. Hey, little. I might not be done with it, but yes. There we go. It just needed cleaned, guys. It just needed cleaned. So there we go. I can, what are you, where are you? Right. So it's working. It's working beautifully. It just needed cleaned. I can finally play my Game Boy games again. That is exactly what I wanted and needed. Perfect. Okay, so yay. Yep, exactly. Game Boy Color on the GameCube on the TV. Exactly. Okay, so I just wanted to show that it was working. Now, we're going to move gears slightly. I don't know how much I'm actually going to do on this because that took me way longer than I anticipated. But I do want to at least plug it in and show you what the issue is with it. Okay. So we're going to leave the TV on because I'm going to be using that again here shortly. But this can go away. This can go away. We are going to turn this back around here so I can talk. Okay, right. So the digital controller. Come here. Here is my casing for my digital controller. It is fashioned after the Hori pad. You can look up just GameCube Hori digital controller and you'll see it. It basically looks like that, except, you know, not hand done. I took a Super Nintendo controller, an old one. It was a third-party controller. And I actually used a Wavebird that was dead. Like, the Wavebird had no life. I tried so hard to get that thing to work again, and it didn't. So I was like, well, I'm going to use the case then. So this is Wavebird controller, epoxied into place. The back I raised up on the sides for better grip to emulate also the Hori controller. So it feels quite nice. We're going to just show you what it looks like with all the buttons in. I also need to test if any of the buttons need thinned down where I've painted, because that does happen sometimes where it gets to be a bit too much. Like, I think this button is going to need it. Don't feel like that's going to move well. In fact, it's getting stuck on something already. See, you go down there and you go over here. And you go in there. And then the D-pad. D-pad. And hot glue, of course. There's hot glue on everything, always. The joy of using hot glue. So, of course they're all going to fall out if I tilt it too much. But that is how it will look when it is actually completed. There we go, fell out. Right now, I am going to show you what the issue is with the guts, but first I'm going to show you the guts. This is the GameCube side of it. That's going to be the actual brains of the controller. I cut up the third-party controller for the D-pad and the start and select because it's just easier to use what was supposed to be in there, and also for the left trigger. So the entire problem when you do something like this to a GameCube controller is when you cut the analog sticks off, they register all the time if they're not there, because what the analog sticks are just basically they're potameters. I always call them pots. I forget what the full pronunciation is of the full word, but it's a resistor. It's a varying resistor. That's how it determines how far you're moving. Yes, that word. I can't say it very well. That's why I call them pots. Potentiometer. There we go. I can say it if I read it. So yeah, that's what analog sticks are. They're just big potentiometers that the resistance changes for how far you're pushing it, which is how it knows how to register how fast you're moving. So if you take it away, it doesn't, the resistance is going crazy the whole time. So it's activating everything all the time. I figured out where and what the correct resistors are. These two resistors up, if it'll focus, these two resistors up here where this finger is, focus. There. These two resistors are turning off the left analog stick. So this controller is mostly functional. Unfortunately, the Game Boy player, even though it doesn't need to use the C stick, if you go into the menu, it can use the C stick. So if I play using this right now, the C stick goes crazy if you open the menu. I've attempted this one right here and this one over here are supposed to be for the C stick, but they don't turn it off. I have discovered when looking at this that this one over here has lifted off, so it's not actually connected to the board. So that's going to be part of the issue. This one might not actually be connected. I need to see and test, and that's what I'm going to do. However, I'm going to show you what it does. So we're going to plug this one in. I need to get out a membrane, which I have right here. I just need one membrane. Obviously, there's no D-pad or start and select or the left shoulder button plugged in right now. That doesn't matter. I don't need them for what I'm going to do. Right. So I'm going to plug this controller in. Stop sliding. Nope, did not stop sliding. We're going to point this back over at the TV. Point at the TV. Turn it back on. So like I said, if it didn't actually implement the C-stick in any way in this program, I could be done and just finish wiring this thing up and throw it in the case and be done. Unfortunately, though, I think it's this button for the menu. Yeah, the Z button. Of course, now the C-stick's not going to be doing anything. I hate you. The whole reason I haven't finished this project is because I couldn't ever get the C-stick under control. And now it's not doing anything. Yeah, it really is a phantom C-stick. Every once in a while it wouldn't do anything. But the A button, if we go, is that the A button? I obviously can't move anything. It's definitely because I'm not selecting anything. So it has, there we go. Now it's doing what it was doing. It's something with this resistor right here. It's anytime I get close to it. So that's what it is. So there you go. I've made it do it again. So I need to figure that out and make that stop because that's annoying. I'm fairly certain I don't have a start button, so I can't start. I am fairly certain it doesn't do it for the analog. I'm pretty sure I've gotten the left analog completely done. That is the C-stick doing that. So, so yeah, that's what I'm wanting to figure out. Yes, they would. I need to clip that part and send it to them. I'll go back in and we'll do it again. Come on, press the button. There we go. Okay, here's my clip for Sam and for Grace. You're going to see my own proximity field. I've done it just like you guys did. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to be doing probably on the next time. I'm not going to get started on this right now. It's been way longer than I anticipated just to get this working. But again, it is working at least. I got it. I did it. So yay. So we're going to turn that off so I can unplug this. It's like once I figure out how to get the C-stick part not doing that, then it's just a matter of obviously I need to wire this side up to this side, but let me just show you how it fits together. What buttons was I using? Is it this one? This one? It can't be that one. That doesn't fit. It's probably just because I've painted so much these don't fit right. That's not even the right way. Okay, I need to find the correct D-pad membranes because these are not right. Stop it. And then that gets its own button. And then this gets the GameCube pad right there. And then this goes in over here, right there. And this is going to slide in right there. Come on. Slide in. That slides in there. I have discovered just in testing that I am going to have to like hot glue this board slightly in place because since I have so much of it missing, it does slip. It slips down like this. And that's going to make the buttons not function right. So once I have it all done and stuff, I'll need to put it all the way up where it goes. Stop sliding. Just come here. But yeah, I'll need to put it where it's supposed to go and then just probably across where this screw post is, I'll just put some hot glue there and down here on this screw post where it's not going to be in the way of the buttons pressing and stuff, obviously. Oh my, that's not good. That's just made it more difficult. I knew it was cracked. I don't know why it was cracked. I don't know how I cracked it, but I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's really not a huge deal because that's just the start and select. It's just going to make securing this side a little bit more difficult, but it's still going to be doable. It'll be fine. But yeah, so those will go there. I want to actually like somewhat close it up and like show you guys. I need to get the correct. It feels so much like those should go there, but that does not go there. And it can't go that way. Where is the real one? What have I done with the real one? And that can't go there either because it's off-centered. And that just doesn't feel right. Oh, that is going to be right though, because you see there's holes in the board, so it's going to get held in place. I forgot that I had used that one. So it's going to just go in the holes right there and get pulled through like that. And like, no, not like that. Not like that at all. I have them in the furthest holes. What in the world was I planning on using for these? Lol. Okay, I'll find a D-pad membrane that works with this, I promise. But anyway, let's put that there. Put this back in. I just want to somewhat close it so you guys can see. That's all. That's going to be a pain in the ass because of that breaking off. Probably just super glue it back together and then re-solder the traces together. It won't be a big deal. Just annoying. And then this. Get the hair out of it. And then this one goes here. Boop. And let's see, this is the L, so it goes over here. Like that. And then trying to put this entire mess in is fun. Because I have resistors going around certain places, wires go around weird places. I need to make sure to get this back in the place right there, like that. This goes around. Need to make sure they're not in the way of the screw post, not that it matters right this second. And then obviously this needs to be wired around so it goes where it's not going to show, kind of like that. And then we got to get the R back in there. Which these wires are in the way of. There we go. And then you get the back on, except this is completely not in the right place. Obviously that's not going to be for now though. And then you put the back on. And then there, now I can actually show you the front without it all falling. Right this moment, that feels like utter crap. The board's not quite lined up right. That feels a little bit better now that it readjusted. And hey, that does actually press, so that might actually work like that. And it's not like you use the Z button a ton in the Game Boy player. It's to go into the menu. But yeah, that's essentially, that is not lined up, but the board's moved because, you know, it's broken. So that's what it's going to be like. The X button's not pressing. But again, like I said, I still have stuff to do. It's not even closed all the way, that's why. But yeah, it's coming along. Well, it's coming along. I haven't done anything to it in forever. But that's what it is that I want to do. That's going to be the next modding session, is we're going to crack into this and see if we can't get that C-stick ghosting figured out. I seriously don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just that it's possible that where I've cut it over here, if it'll focus. Nope. Okay, it's possible where I've cut it in here that there's just enough of a trace that still exists that's attached to it. So I might just need to like go in and trim this up a little bit. We'll see. But yeah, that's where we are. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Move this back over here. Okay, so I have been going for how long now? It's hard to say since I was interrupted. What time did I start? About 1 o'clock? So yes, that is definitely more than enough time. It's been like 3.5 hours-ish. So, okay. That is, it doesn't matter, I'm ending. So we're going to go over to here. I am doing the thing. That's not the button I wanted to go to. Hot. That's not, oh my gosh, all the things. Pressing all the wrong things. I am slowly falling because this thing has gotten loose. Uno momento, because I want to properly say goodbye, so let me tighten this. There we go. Okay, so yes, the mod was successful. It just took way longer than it should have, but that's okay. So yes, I will be back again on Wednesday around 6:30 p.m. to play more Majora's Mask. And then I'll be back next Saturday at 1 p.m. to crack on with getting into the digital GameCube controller. Yeah, because I really want to be able, when I get to the Game Boy games, to be able to play them with this controller, because I hate the GameCube controller for Game Boy. I like it for GameCube games, just not for Game Boy games. But, so yeah. So that's gonna... Should really turn off my soldering iron. Shouldn't just leave it on for hours and hours and hours. Oh, man. I've gone and done it now. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. That is a perfect last screenshot of me there too. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Thanks for everybody coming by and hanging out with me. I will hopefully see you guys next time. So you guys go have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys later. Bye!